This is Hayes Q Jones, your DVD and Blu-ray baller on a budget, and this is HQ Videos for you. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're a current subscriber, what's up? You're greatly appreciated. Come on in, make yourself at home. You know the routine. This week for my pickup video takes me to one of my favorite places to go is Cash America Pawnshop. Found some bangers in here. Found a mini sci-fi channel, sci-fi series I'd actually dubbed on demand. Glad to have a physical copy of this. Found this very obscure old school 3D with Christopher Lloyd with the red and blue glasses. Another out of print Japanese, Chinese martial arts. So have some bangers in here. Have my King Lover pick, my classic pick. So have some goodies in here. But before I get into what I picked up, not only do I collect movies, yes, I'm one of these weird, wild individuals. I actually watch them. And on a weekly basis, I like to share some of the things I've watched, either streaming on the Fire Stick, physical media, or live in the theater with my family. And this week, changing up a little bit, my first two picks are television shows I watched on Netflix. The last two are actual physical media. The first television show is a 2026 South Korean young adult horror, If Wishes Could Kill. This was written by Park Jong-seop, directed by Park Yeon-seo, starring Jeon So-young, Kang Min-na, Baek Sun-ho, Hyeon Woo-seok. And if I murdered those names, excuse me. The premise behind this, at Sewon High School, a group of students discover Giorgio, a mobile application that claims to grant users wishes following the sudden death of a classmate. Connection is discovered between the application and a series of supernatural omens predicting the deaths of other students. I don't know how the Koreans keep doing this. They keep coming out with these banger horror / sci-fi television series. It's an old premise similar to Bloody Mary, Ring, Fear.com, though, but they seem to put their own kind of flair in it. They have very interesting characters, great, not over the top special effects, and they just do a really good job of telling a very compelling, well told story with pretty good actors. They have one episode where they're kind of going back and they kind of give a backstory of what goes on, or what actually started the series, which seemed a little bit out of place because it was like, I think second to last episode, kind of threw things off a little bit, but still fantastic series. If you like that kind of show, check out If Wishes Could Kill. My next one is a 2026 action thriller, Man on Fire. This was based on the book by A.J. Quinnell, also the movie by Denzel, created by Kyle Killen. He was also the writer, and I'm not sure what a showrunner is, but he's also the showrunner. This stars Yahya Abdul-Mateen II, Billy Bouye, Scoot McNairy, Alice Braga. The plot behind this: John Creasy is a former U.S. Army Special Forces captain who, after leaving the military, did contract work for the CIA. On his last assignment in Mexico City, his entire team was ambushed and killed. 4 years later, Creasy has suffered from PTSD, drinks heavily, and works in a warehouse. After a suicide attempt, his friend Rayburn recruits him to a security assignment in Brazil. And very cool miniseries. I do like Yahya Abdul-Mateen II. I think the first time I really recognized him was in Aquaman 2 as a Black Mantis. Didn't really care for him too much in Wonder Man. Not so much him, but the character. This character seems a lot much more up his alley. His actions kind of gritty, drama, and pretty compelling. They kind of set it up where it could possibly be a second season, or maybe a franchise of shows. So if you like Yahya, you like Man on Fire, you like the kind of gritty CIA crime thriller with action in it, Man on Fire is probably your pick. My next pick is a physical pick. This is the 1992 action adventure comedy crime suspense movie Sneakers. This was directed and written by Philip Alden Robinson, produced by Walter F. Parks. This stars Jojo Marr, Gary Hirschberger, Robert Redford, Sidney Poitier, David Strathairn, Dan Aykroyd, River Phoenix. The plot behind this: when shadow U.S. intelligence agents blackmail a reformed computer hacker and his eccentric team of security experts into sealing a code-breaking black box from a Soviet-funded genius, they uncover a bigger conspiracy. Now he and his sneakers must save themselves and the world economy by retrieving the box from their blackmailers. Add a little old school, love Sidney Poitier, very cool crime spy movie with a little bit of humor, mainly from the Dan Aykroyd. He was kind of a conspiracy nut of the group though, but just a really fun, suspenseful, with a little bit of action in there. And again, it's good to see Sidney Poitier and Robert Redford in movies again, even though they've passed on. Sneakers. My last pick is a 2019 action-adventure comedy, Deadly Force Mission to Budapest, also known as Rookies. This is directed by Alan Yan, produced by Tomas Sutak, written by Jun Cheong Kong. This stars Talu Wang, Sandrine Pina, Mila Jovovich, Timothy Zhu, David Lee McGuinness. The plot behind this: extreme sport lover Zhu Fang got involved in the international illegal trade by accident. So he had to follow an international special agent, Bruce, to Budapest, together with a crappy police officer, Miao Yan, a non-professional scientist, Ding Shan, and an unemployed doctor, LV. They became an amateur unit. In company with senior agents Bruce, these four rookies started a fight with a terrorist that was both thrilling and hilarious. This was an interesting movie. I'm not going to say hilarious. It was hilarious because it wasn't. Great action scenes, couple interesting drama scenes, one kind of semi-horrific scene, but the comedy is kind of along the lines of Naked Gun / Mr. Bean. And for me, that kind of took away from some of the really decent action scenes. I think if they had maybe kind of stuck with maybe the deadpan humor, something similar to Mila Jovovich, character whose character's name was Bruce, I think I would have liked it a little bit more though. But overall, it was a decent movie. A lot of great scenes, but somehow put together, it wasn't as great as I thought it could have been. But again, entertaining. Now, those are the movies I watched for the week. Without further ado, sit back, relax, have a drink, have a smoke, and I'll catch you at the other end of this video.
As usual, Cash America did not disappoint. Nice little bag of goodies here. So let's head back to the Black Cave and see what I picked up. We're back at the Black Cave. Back at the Black Cave. We are back at the motherfucking Black Cave. Have my pickups here from Cash America. Nice pickup here. With this, I have a classic pick for the week, my 3D pick. I also have a Kino Lorber, so have some bangers in here. Let me get these situated, and I'll get you good people on your way. Hold on. I'm gonna just jump into it right here. My first pick, this is a blind buy. I would say 90%, 80% of these are blind buys. Don't Look Back. It's an HBO release. This is in good shape, and this is actually one of the old snapper cases. It's a little, I don't know what the hell. Yeah, that's dirt. Yeah, let me get this off my finger. That's nasty. Ew. Ah. Let me wipe off some of this Hunter Ebola dust that's on here. Okay, that's much better. Ew, what the hell are they doing with these movies? Stop disrespecting movies like this. What's wrong with y'all folks? What the hell? Yeah, let me wipe this off some more. We'll get back into it. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. I just sterilized my hand. Got that Ebola Hunter dust off my hands. But next one, and I had this before, and I think I might have made a copy and traded this into Blockbuster back in the day when I used to buy movies back. But A Murder of Crows, Cuba Gooding Jr. If I remember correctly, it's a pretty decent suspense movie. And this is a Lionsgate release, Murder of Crows. Next, we have a Blockbuster exclusive, Sean Ashmore, I think that's him, Amanda Seyfried, Hilary Burton, Solstice, from the directors of the Blair Witch Project. I don't believe I've seen this before. This is a Genius Products Inc. Is that what we're doing now? Genius? Never heard of them. Yeah, Genius Products Inc. Blockbuster exclusive, Solstice. Next, this is out of print. Seems like I've heard of this way back in the day. The Strong, Only the Strong, The Ultimate Martial Art, Mark Dacascos, and a bunch of fake little gangsters here. 20th Century Fox release. When did this come out? 2003. So, and I think this is a, yeah, you have the widescreen on one side and the standard screen ratio on the other side.
Standard ratio, 1:33.1, and the 1.851. So only the strong 20th Century Fox release. Next, never heard of this, but I remember Treat Williams back in the day, big B actor. Used to like George Hamilton. I think ever since he came out with the movie Love at First Bite, I became a George Hamilton fan. Mr. Tan himself, the original Leatherface. This looks like a political comedy, satire type movie. Congressman, and this is a Vision Films release. The Congressman. Next, we have another out-of-print movie. Never heard of it though, but I think it's going like the DVD like $20 online. Desert Island Classics Kung Fu Mama. It's not nice to fool with mother, the meanest mother of them all. So it looks interesting. I love the description on there. Rare 70s Kung Fu movie featuring an older female martial artist whose rage is just as fierce as her fist. So interesting to see if this is dubbed in 2011 or if it has captions. Kung Fu Mama. It almost looks like a bootleg, but I looked it up online on eBay and it looks just like this. So Kung Fu Mama. Next, we have a 50-pack movies. I have several of these. I think some of these I got from Dollar Tree, most probably from the Pawnshop. Sci-Fi Invasion, 50 movies, Mill Creek release. And I did check, it has all 12 discs. These are the movies that they have, all B and D list movies. But I have been watching YouTube videos about forgotten sci-fi movies, and they did mention the movie Slipstream with Bill Paxton, can't think of the other guy, Mark Hamill. So, but I checked it. It has all 12 discs. Has a nice little booklet with short synopsis or synopsi of the 50 movies. Oh wow, Brother from Another Planet. Oh wow, I wanted that too. I wanted it on Blu-ray. I hope it's not compressed too much. I think this is out of print. Joe Morton, he was in Terminator 2, I believe. He was one of the creators of Skynet, Alien Prey. I'm already loving this already. I really got it for Slipstream. Robert Conrad, I remember back in the day. Assassin, Cradle Lake Monster. Robo Vampire, that looks interesting. The Giant of Metropolis, Rotor, I've heard of that. It's like a grindhouse movie. The Bat, of course, with Vincent Price, The Wasp Woman. So very cool. I'm not gonna bother showing y'all because y'all look like this. It just have the different titles on there. So very cool. 50 movies for the price I paid. Come on, you couldn't get that at Dollar Tree back in the day unless you got one of these at Dollar Tree. Jesse Ventura, Bill Paxton, Vincent Price, Ben Kingsley, Mark Hamill, so some big names in here. Sci-Fi Invasion. Next, a television series which I never saw, but I remember when it came on, Kyle XY Revelations, the complete second season. There's 3 seasons of this. Normally I don't like buying them single though, but I've been having some luck with finding the missing season for some of the seasons I've been getting. So I'm gonna keep my fingers crossed, see if I can find season 1 or season 2, or find it relatively reasonable online. It's the ABC Family release. And I think the discs are, no, they're a little different. I think Kyle XY is some kind of android or enhanced human or something like that, something to that effect. So, Kyle Revelations complete second season. Next, I didn't realize they actually had this on DVD form, Childhood's End. And hold on for a second. Yes, I know this came on the Sci-Fi Channel. The reason why I know, I recorded it off the Sci-Fi Channel back in the day. They had Sci-Fi, I think Sci-Fi Channel was on demand back then, so I just had a digital DVD recorder that could record off the television. So recorded these, but much happier to get the original Sci-Fi Universal release version. An excellent television show, if I remember correctly. Aliens arrive to save humanity from self-destruction under the benign gaze. War, famine, and justice become things of the past. Yeah, very cool television show. Matter of fact, I might be watching this soon. But it's so long. It's just so many movies, not enough time. Great mini-series. Very geeked up to have this. Childhood's End, Sci-Fi Channel. And you're gonna trip when you see how much I paid for all of these, just 50 movies alone. This is the only Blu-ray out the bunch. Never heard of this though, but it looks interesting. Jai Courtney, Nat Wolff, Finn Whitrock. Never heard of any of these people. I was actually wondering if this is actually an American movie or not. The names sound kind of foreign. Oops. Dropping stuff here. So Lionsgate release, but it is in English. Oh, Spanish, okay. English, Spanish. So it is in English. It looks like a crime thriller. Lionsgate release, and usually the Lionsgate has great audio. I think it's the DTS usually. So look forward to getting into this. See if the code still works. The DVD and the Blu-ray. Nice variation on the artwork from the DVD and the Blu-ray. Also, what I picked up at the pawn shop. Well, let me finish with this. My Kino Lorber pick for the week: Nicole Kidman, Sean Penn, The Interpreter. Started out really interesting, and it kind of died off a little bit, and the conclusion was a little lackluster though. But overall, decent movie. Not a great movie, but a decent movie. It's a suspenseful type joint. Nicole Kidman, Sean Penn, The Interpreter. Two other things I received from the pawn shop. My 3D pick for the week, even though this is not the real, don't have the air quotes here, real 3D. This is the old school 3D with the red and the blue glasses, and I don't even want to touch those, so yeah, I'm gonna have to throw those out. Yeah, those can get thrown out. That's pretty nasty. Call of the Wild 3D, and when I scanned it in, it actually scanned up as 3D. My classic pick for the week, this comes up as Carter's Army for some reason though, but this is the legendary Richard Pryor and Billy D. Williams, Mr. Colt 45 himself, Black Brigade. And I don't even know who the distributor is, Digiview. I have this on a multi-disc, but glad to have it on single. A lot of these are compressed pretty much, even though they're one movie on a DVD, but sometimes the quality is not that great. So would love to see Kino Lorber, Warner Archives, or someone pick this up and make a Blu-ray copy out of this. But for, yeah, all of these, got this dirty thing too. All these movies, 3D pick, all these movies I paid a whopping, drum roll please, $9 and, well, $10. That's how much I paid, $10 for all these 50 movies for $1, so I'm still balling on a budget. Now, this is the part of the video where I separate the art from the disc. Some of these might actually make the shelves, keep the artwork. So let me get these situated, scanned in, and I'll get you good people along. Hold on. I have everything scanned into my CLZ Movies app. C is in Childhood's End, L is in Lady Coco, Z is in Zookeeper. Let's knock this out. I have everything laid out, ready to be put back in its proper place. As usual, I appreciate each and every one of you tuning in, leaving comments. If you made this far in the video, smash a like, give me the big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, go and subscribe. Make sure you check out my Saturday collection video every Saturday, same place, same time. Other than that, may the best of your past be the worst of your future. Everyone, please be safe. Deuces.